Today, we're going to find out which oils moved from the Sweet 16 to the Elite 8 in this part of the tournament. So, guys, make sure you drop some suggestions below because we still have some spots open in this tournament bracket. I'm going to walk you through really quick of what we'll be testing in today's video. Guys, we're going to weigh each bearing. So we have the weight before, and we're going to find out what it is after to see just how much material it had taken off. So the more material left on, obviously the better, and we'll also measure the size of the scar with a micrometer. We'll be using a temperature thermostat in order to perform our own version of a Noack volatility test. So we'll raise the oil to very high temperatures and see which oil can dissipate the heat the fastest. Which one has the best temperature resistance? Well, we're going to find out in a specified time limit. Also, we'll be weighing it, and this is where the Noack volatility test comes into play. As well, we have a sound meter, or also known as a decimal meter. This way we can tell just how much of a effect it has on the noise levels of the engine. And one of the most important parts, actually the most important part, without this test would not be possible to even remotely be accurate. You can see over here we have a timer. That timer is going to allow the perfect test, so it'll turn on and off at the same time. You can see right here we'll be checking the amperage and voltage, so we'll know just how much of a difference these oils make and how they affect load. Well, without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and measure our oil and jump into the test. We're going to be testing Motorcraft full synthetic blend motor oil. And as you can see in the background, we do have Quaker State. Let us know who's going to face Quaker State in our upcoming video. Next up, we have our full synthetic Valvoline advanced formula. As you can see, we do have a mark for our measurement of the oil. First up in the wear test, Motorcraft. Now let's go ahead and set our timer. Who do you think is going to actually win this test? Well, the wear test is about to begin. We're just waiting for the timer to go off. Make sure you guys drop me a comment below. Let me know, who do you think is going to provide the most protection, Motorcraft or Valvoline? It would appear our decimal meter is coming in at 105.7. As you know, the higher the amperage, the worse it performs. Nothing left but to set our timer. Oh wow guys, I can definitely see a difference in Valvoline already. We'll show you guys the start weight of the bearing. 0.580. As you can see, we do have calibration weights. Up first, we have Motorcraft. And as you can see, the Motorcraft is 0.569. Well, let's go ahead and check out Valvoline. I'm really curious to see. Well, definitely surprising, 0.579. Done better than I thought. Well, let's go ahead and move on to the next part of the test now that we've seen Valvoline took that one. Well, you can see the bearing Valvoline to the right and Motorcraft to the left. So I'll show you what these weigh beforehand, before we do the Noack volatility test and the temperature resistance test. In fact, I will make sure each one weighs 2.6 ounces exactly. Let's go ahead and begin Motorcraft. Now we'll go ahead and see how hot this oil becomes in 1 minute. Well, get ready to see something really interesting. Now I'm curious to find out just how much this weighs, starting in at 2.6 for the Motorcraft. Let's take a closer look. Wow, 2.3 ounces, starting off at 2.6. Now, typically what we do is after the 1 minute temperature resistance test, we'll allow it to go for another 20 minutes. So this one we did 20 minutes. Now let's go ahead and move on to the next one. I'm really curious to see if Valvoline does any better. In at 163 degrees Fahrenheit. Well, we've also put our tire in for the pot that we are using, so this way it doesn't factor into the weight. Time to find out just which one won the Noack volatility test. Started off at 2.6 and here we are at 2.5. So Valvoline's definitely won this competition. Moving on to the next part of the Elite 8. Well guys, As always, I want to thank you for watching Nate's Interactive Auto.